Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Southern California and the gorgeous SoFi Stadium in the Los Angeles suburb of Inglewood. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the Carolina Panthers and the Los Angeles Rams. A welcome to you, Mike Tirico, along with Greg Olson. Chase McLaughlin set to get it started. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Oh, right at the outset, he lost the football. But this is taken in by a teammate. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22.
Let's go now.
Fake the handoff. Now Ward. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Ready? 65. Ready.
From the gun, here's Ward. Open is the tight end, Terrence Ferguson. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. Taking advantage of that running ability. Gain of 17 and a 1st down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 4. Back to the ground, he'll get it again. And he is crushed in the backfield. Defenders firing through. Shut it down right away for a loss of yardage.
And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on 3rd down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on 1st and 2nd down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in 3rd and pass too often in today's NFL.
He'll get this to Kyron Williams. 13 yards on that pass play. 1st down, L.A.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the ground, former Notre Damer Kyron Williams.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains. They're nothing fancy. But they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game, where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Ward. On the move, past the 40. And they'll take this down inside the 35. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
It'll be a run out of the gun with Williams. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
Let's see.
Liking 18.
Handoff here, up the middle. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Trevin Wallace in on the tackle.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
Play 10 of this opening drive. And here's third down. Off play action, it's Ward. Throw left side, caught by Ferguson. Oh, a nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on fourth down.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on fourth down.
Here we go.
They snap it to Ward. Coming open, that's the tight end Likely. And he will score. Isaiah Likely. Touchdown Rams. His 4th TD grab of the season. Now Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Rams will take a 7-0 lead. And so after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn to kick it off. This returnable from the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Quickly to the outside and complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
From the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Now the first carry for Chuba Hubbard. And he'll be near the first down marker. Let's call it a gain of 3, but a short yardage situation coming up on third down.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try to run for it with Hubbard. And this will be a Panthers first down as the tackle is made at about the 43-yard line.
So after giving up a touchdown to start the game, you'd hate to then turn around on your opening drive and give the ball back after a 3-and-out. So that's a nice hard run there, nothing fancy, but just maintain possession and get a fresh set of downs.
On first down, it's right back to Hubbard. Not much there, maybe a yard. Second down and 8. Now this time they'll look to throw. He'll get this to his tight end, Jatavian Sanders. And they'll move this one down. Inside the 40-yard line. 17 yards on that play. It's good for a Panther first down.
One of the things that makes him one of the best receivers in the NFL, Mike, is his ability to create separation downfield. He makes it so easy for his quarterback to not only find him, but to constantly create a nice throwing window like he did right there.
Check this down. That's Hubbard out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 6. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A throw left side, caught by Sanders. And he'll be out of bounds, down at the 20. That's the 2nd time they connect on this drive. This one good for 13 yards. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. On the give, it's Hubbard. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up 2nd down. So we are through 1 here on Sunday Night Primetime. The Rams out to the early lead. We're back in Southern California in a moment. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Now Hubbard, and he is not going to get away. Might have gotten a yard, but it will set up 3rd down.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
This one caught at the 4. To the goal line and in. Tanaroa McMillan. Touchdown, Panthers. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
On the return, here's Xavier Leggett. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Play action. Ward. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Shotgun snap for Ward. That's into traffic, but taken in. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with 3rd down.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets. And if he continues to make plays like that, their top 10 ranking could take a hit by the end of this one.
And this ball's intercepted by J.C. Horn. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
So the first part of any interception is just end up with the ball in your hands, right? That's what every defensive coordinator wants. But anytime you can get yards on the return, that's just an added bonus. And that's what we see here. There's a little space, does a great job securing the catch, and all of those yards just set up for better field position as their offense takes the field.
He's got his man on the in route. Yes, take it in over the middle.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. Chase Brown. Touchdown, Carolina. McLaughlin, good on the extra point. And the Panthers will move out to a 14-7 lead. There's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Leggett on the return. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. On first down, Ward. Quick throw, taken in, and they're going to mark him down up past the 35. 12 yards on the game. That's good for a quick first down.
These are the kind of plays that when you draw them up on the chalkboard, Mike, they all look great. But if you can't protect long enough, you're never going to get the receiver. I mean, think, he started on the left side of the formation in the slot, and he has to run all the way across the field to the right third. I mean, that takes a lot of time. Let's give a lot of credit to the big guys up front.
And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain. They'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
To throw is Ward. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
19 Lions.
Throwing on 3rd down, Ward. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force 4th down. The Rams punting unit coming out. Fair catch made here. The drive will start at the 23-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's caught. It's the tight end, Sanders. And he is out of bounds at the 45. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down. Back to throw. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Teteroa McMillan was the intended receiver. And that will lead to a 2nd down. Now, faking the give. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line. A pickup there of 13. It's a Carolina first down.
This is quarterback play at its finest, is understanding and identifying the blitz before the ball is snapped. That's what allows him to get the ball out of his hand so quickly, throws it to his hot receiver in the flat, and he does the rest.
Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play.
They'll run it for the first time with Case Brown. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. It's good for a Panther first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Here's 2nd and 2. Here's Brown. And he'll fight forward. Doesn't get a hold up, but he got what he needed. It is 1st and goal coming up.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw, and he can't get away. Down he goes, back to the 16. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Greg and I return to SoFi Stadium after a short break. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll look to throw. This defense pinning their ears back, coming to get him again. Micah Parsons. He works his way in, and that's now 5 sacks for him on the year. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Now they'll set up to throw. That is caught. What a throw. Teteroa McMillan. Touchdown, Panthers. So that's his 2nd touchdown of this one, and he's got a half dozen for the year. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start to this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll start this on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. Braden Fisk is there to bring him down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Throwing, Ward. Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short.
This is a great example here of just not getting too complicated as an offensive coordinator. Who's one of your best players on the field, and how do you get the ball in his hands?
Here we go, shot. Panther 60, 60 by 2, 60 by 2.
They'll try to run for it with Williams. And he'll get to the 48, and that's going to be good enough. It'll pick up a first down.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
He'll drop to throw. That's complete to Moore on the right side. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now a timeout Rams, that's number 2. Clock is stopped with 26 seconds until the break. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10.
19 Tiger.
Fake the handoff. Now Ward. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
Brings up second and 17.
Throwing is Ward. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Now whistles. Timeout. 3 seconds left in this first half. Jamie Fairbairn coming on to try the field goal. This will be a 48-yard attempt. The Panthers will... their first timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down's looming. The Rams going to turn things over to the field goal unit. This a 48-yard attempt. This one not on target. It is short. It is right. It is no good. And they do not cut into the deficit. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This one taken at the 7. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. First and 10 now from the 36. Back to throw here to begin the drive. A throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys first and 10 in the red zone.
All right, Mike, you know me. I tend to be an offensive guy, so if we're taking a big shot to start this half, I'm thinking touchdown. But rather, we go interception to begin the second half. Now, still an exciting play. I think we're going to see both sides willing to continue to take these risks, take these chances throughout the rest of this second half.
Here's second and 2.
Brings up second and 2 at the Panthers' 11-yard line.
On the carry, it's Williams. And he's in. Kyren Williams. Touchdown, L.A. So the turnover turns into a quick touchdown, and Greg, that's exactly how you want your offense to take care of business.
Anytime your defense can create those sudden change situations, Mike, absolutely, you have to take advantage of it. 1 second, you're sitting on the bench going over your next drive. All of a sudden, after that turnover, you've got to be able to get out on the field and go. Take advantage of the short field and results in a nice touchdown.
And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Now Brown. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
Second and 10. He'll look to throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete.
It just seems like the offense gets in their own way, and whether it's a penalty or a drop or whatever the case may be, it's these self-inflicted wounds. They've got to stop if this unit ever wants to reach their full potential.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. The drive begins at the 20. Here's first and 10. Here's the give up the middle with Williams. He'll work his way ahead for a gain of about 4. From the 25, here's second and 6. Here's Ward. That'll be intercepted. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys first and 10 in the red zone.
So this is where an offensive play caller needs to come to the rescue of his quarterback, because this defense, they're onto you. They've got 2 picks. They're starting to pick up on your tendencies. They're shifting guys over to counter them. Now you've got to add some wrinkles. Now you've got to throw them a curveball and try to shift back some of that advantage to your side of the ball.
And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Second down, 8 yards to go. They'll go again with Hubbard. Maybe a couple there. It's third down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on third down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these third down conversions. You know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball. And in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. On 1st and 10, Ward. There's a short one that's caught by Ferguson from the 31. Here's 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Now Ward on a designed run, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even a debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots. And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Fair catch here. Called for and made beyond the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. Quick throw here is complete. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball, modest gain.
Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 12 there. It's a Carolina 1st down.
Probably took him a little bit longer than they would have preferred, but he finally gets on the board. First catch, first touch. Here as we start the second half.
He'll push forward for about a yard. That's Greg Newsome in to make the stop. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd and 8. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
We're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Check this down. That's Hubbard out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. Able to get loose after the catch for more yardage. That'll be a pickup of 21. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Hubbard. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. Another run here with Hubbard. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. Out of the gun, he'll throw. That one's hauled in left side by McMillan.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize, how many yards do I need to get for the first down? And just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. They're going to run right over center with Hubbard. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard. So we are through 3. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. A quick throw, that's complete on the slant. First brought down, that pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. And some problems communicating on 3rd down, and that's going to be a delay. Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? They'll throw out of the gun. This is caught for a touchdown. There is a penalty flag down. Let's see if this one holds up. McLaughlin now for the extra point. He gets it to go. Panthers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Here's McLaughlin now. Half the score. He'll kick this one away. We get on the return. Crazy. And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. On 1st down, it's Ward. To the outside, a catch made by Moore. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line.
And the Rams, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42.
Now, 1st down throw for Ward. He gets this one to Moore. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
Out of the gun, Ward. Throw left side, caught by Ferguson. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Again, it's Ward. A lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. And they'll try to convert it on 3rd down. Ward to throw again. He's got a man. That's Nakua. Complete. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Throwing again is Ward. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. That's the safety, Cameron Curl. Get this drive started. On the ground, it's Hubbard. Not much happening there. Just a short gain.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
9. Play clock has expired. We're not going to get this one off on time. Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. Good pickup of 16 on that screen play and a first down.
First down, Panthers.
They'll run it on the inside handoff. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Going to lose a yard.
And this is a great example of why it's so important on defense to sprint to the ball. His ability to make people miss is hard for one guy to get him on the ground. But when you can get everybody to the ball, eventually you can take them down. And in this case, they do it for a loss.
On the move, past the 40. And he will score. Touchdown, Carolina. On comes McLaughlin to add the PAT. His kick is good. And the Panthers tack on one more to their lead. Here's McLaughlin now. After the score, he'll kick this one away. Liggett on the return. Whoa! Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line.
Come on.
On first down, Ward. And that one is incomplete. Penalty flag down, back in the backfield, in the area of holding.
On the ready.
Now it's Ward. Here's a screen set up to Williams.
You see so many teams wait till third down to execute their screen game, but I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on first down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screenplay still in the back of their head.
Toward the middle, that's caught by Moore. And it'll be taken down after a gain of 9, and third down coming up. From the gun, here's Ward. Gonna look deep, looking for more. And he will go all the way. DJ Moore. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Touchdown here in the fourth quarter, Greg. They have a big mountain to climb, but at least they're technically still alive in this one.
And now, Mike, we're going to see them line up to go for 2. They're going to see if they can get this lead down to 16 points and still...
That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted.
That decision to go for 2 was made up from the very beginning. The moment they scored, you can see the head coach. He's signaling, we're going for 2. The touchdown was obviously a disappointing outcome defensively, but to able to get that stop, they can at least come off the field and catch their breath.
Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but a very solid return. They'll begin here on the ground. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 44-yard line.
They'll stick with him again. He was looking for that cutback lane, but it never developed. Tracked down behind the line.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That's taken in, and he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. On now is the punt team for the Panthers. And he didn't get the check he was hoping for on that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. Shotgun snap for Ward. This one's going to be taken in over the middle. And he'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. On 1st and 10, Ward. That's the 4th time tonight he's been intercepted. Hit by the rookie from Arkansas.